thought you didn't like that, and then you said, no, it's a different MLM. It's different. It's network.
That's actually really funny that you said that.
Network marketing. And I was like, what the hell is the difference? But I just hope that people wake up.
Do I hear myself talking?
I'm sorry if I, portrayed it like we were living the dream to anyone.
Can you do it or am I gonna do it?
What do you usually say? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here to react. We're here to react to a video that Megan made me make with her a year and a half ago.
Is that what I'm doing right now?
I'll plead the fifth. And basically react how naive we were, I guess you could say, when she had started coaching, and we were pretty excited about it at the time, and you were enjoying it, and I was happy you were enjoying it. So
since we've been in here now doing it since I was doing it now for a year and a half, over a year and a half, is it a good business idea or something for a source of income now that you've experienced it?
No, not good.
We're gonna react to this video. You guys have requested this, so I decided that it sounds like a really good thing to do. I haven't watched it since I uploaded it, I don't think. So, I don't know what I say in it. I think I was so in love with this at this point. Can you see it?
Yeah. Stop.
That's funny.
No.
Hi guys, so we're just gonna talk about, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have noticed that coaching has been like a really huge thing. Like on social media, all you can see is that I'm posting every day, I'm talking about fitness, health. I'm being very, very active on social media, so I just wanted to add him here because he's noticed a lot of changes with me, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've changed a lot, and it's been a really, really good change, so I'm just gonna... Remember my phase of headbands?
I like the headband.
I haven't worn that since probably around this time. Oh, and this was recorded, or this was uploaded November 2018, so I was very, very fresh into it. Like I was like a month and a half into coaching, and it affected our lives so greatly.
Oh, yeah.
Have him kind of talk about it, what he's noticed and observed and whatnot. What have you noticed?
With you, since you started coaching, well, I guess you gotta compare it to before.
Yeah, what did I do before coaching?
You would.
I was semi trying to be healthy, and this is a really key point too. What I do before coaching, because in coaching and in really any MLMs, you get targeted if you're kind of in a lower time in your life. Yeah. You're very preyed upon. It's could you use extra income? Could you use a community, super supportive? All the things that I was looking for, basically. I was looking for something new, something different, something exciting, and you rarely hear someone super happy with life that joins these things.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, just in our lives, we were paying way too much for rent in an apartment, so we felt strapped, and we both have student loans and all this and that. We were both working hard and grinding really hard, but just sometimes felt like we couldn't get ahead, and so it's like, well, extra income would be phenomenal. That'd help a lot. We both worked out quite a bit, and we enjoyed it, and so I mean, it fit your kind of situation, I guess.
Well, at that time, I was really struggling to work out. We had that gym membership, so we rarely would go anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I was pretty busy at work at that time, but.
And it was around our wedding time and everything, so I was never wanting to work out or even eat well. So I did put on some pounds before this time, and so I needed something. So I was definitely on the hunt for help, and so I definitely got what I was looking for, I guess.
Well, yeah, it was sort of an escape or something.
Yeah.
It was a new, exciting thing for you to latch onto and hopefully pull you to happiness or whatever.
Right, yeah. And it did. I mean, it's like a honeymoon phase. When you start, you're super excited. You have the community, they're believing in you. You're really blinded to what's actually going on here. You join these things, for the free trips, for the community, for the extra income that they talk about, but you don't know what you're getting into until you're in. And I don't ever remember being told that, to be successful, you're gonna have to recruit all the time, basically.
Yeah, I mean, your success is based off how many people you have under you, so think it's a pyramid. Oh yeah, it's pretty sleazy.
It wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
But it wasn't working.
You started and you were on kind of a roller coaster, I guess.
Yeah.
From going up.
From college.
Meal prepping every week and planning out your workouts and all this and that, never missing the gym. And then down to...
Closer to the wedding, that got hard.
Yeah, the wedding took a toll on both of us, I guess, as far as just being busy all the time. But, I mean, you get stressed out, I guess, and just kind of... I think you looked at everything that we had to do, and then you just kind of like got overwhelmed and shut down by looking at all that, where I was like, okay, we need to get this done, and then just knock it out.
Yeah.
One thing at a time, but you would just...
I saw everything and I was like, nope, gonna go take a nap.
Done. So then you would just go to work, come home, lay on the couch, take a nap, watch Netflix, and I'd come home from a long day of work, and, hey babe, how's it going? Fine. What's for supper? Nothing. I made mac and cheese for lunch, and that's what I ate when I got home too. And it's like, cool. But then, so that's before you started. Now, ever since you have started, I
started in September, like the beginning of September.
Right. So after the wedding, of course. But yeah, since you started, I mean, you've been just on a mad dash to...
So yeah, you were 2.5 months into it.
That was not true. I joined Beachbody as a client September 17th, and then at the end of the month, that's when I joined. So like October was like my first month of coaching. So I don't know why I said September, but
okay.
So it was actually October, where it's like my first month of actually coaching.
Okay.
Or like late September anyways. But I'm just looking at this and it's like, I know it seems coaching did whatever, coaching, Beachbody did not. It was like my actions. I think it was like the spark of something new that triggered this. It's not
Beachbody
specifically that created me to snap out of whatever I was in,
You just needed something.
Yeah.
Really.
Get this thing up and going and make it your main. But I mean, you've been like ambitious. Your ambition level has skyrocketed, and you've been happier than usual, sometimes too happy, like singing about what socks you're gonna wear or something dumb. Like that, like little over the top, but I mean, hey, you do you. Like,
it's better than being like, leave me alone.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I actually had one comment on YouTube, on one of the comments saying how it's very similar to high school, like cliques, like how everyone behaves in these things. We're told to be happy. Like, if you probably didn't watch my last video or one of my last videos, but it was, in pictures, it's in parentheses, it said when you're taking pictures, make sure to be happy. So it's like, if you actually truly loved it, why would you have to put in parentheses, be happy?
Oh, yeah.
It's very forced. It's very, show up being perfect, make it look very appealing, FOMO, basically sell the dream. So when you join and everything, like I said, the honeymoon phase, and I was all into it, and that's all I would do. So I thought I was doing a good thing. I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm not saying it's good to have support.
Yeah, it is.
And friends, but coaching is something where it's very sensitive to people. I don't have any right to tell someone how to be healthy.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly don't. Neither of us have a background or education in nutrition or just physical anatomy and everything that goes into working out and being a fitness and physical coach, where you worked out, you kind of, you knew moves, you followed different things. I worked out regularly, and so I mean, we were fairly experienced just working out on our own, but not nowhere near understanding other people's body and how nutrition affects them. And so you signed up to be a discount coach so you can get their mediocre products for cheaper, and then just sort of got ushered into becoming a coach and helping other people, which it's commendable, wanting to help other people. It's not, you didn't join to be a sleazy
Right.
MLM salesman. You joined because you were happy, you were excited about making yourself better, and you want to share that with others. So I think that's commendable. It's just the fact that you becoming a coach wasn't vetted. There was zero process, for no education from anyone. There was no questions. There was no background check. It was like, oh, you want to buy our products cheaper? Well, why don't you sell them to other people too? And then grow your pyramid.
Yeah,
and make more sales. And it was nothing. I mean, to you wanted to help people. You genuinely wanted to help people. You met a lot of great girls that you already knew, or you met them, and I think you guys all had a lot of fun and supported each other, and I think it was fantastic. But the whole platform behind it, which I was extremely leery about from the beginning, I kind of tried to talk you out of it. You had heard about it quite a few years prior, and you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then I was like, okay, good. And then I don't know what got you interested in it, you know, when you took it full time, but I was still like, I thought you didn't like that. And then you said, no, it's a different MLM. It's different. It's network.
That's actually really funny that you said that.
Network marketing. And I was like, what the hell is the difference?
Nothing. But they'll say that.
So
people will say that. My company is different.
Every MLM is different, and they're better than the other ones. Which
it's the same structure, and I know, that's why the anti-MLM, I think the community kind of gets a bad rap, because it kind of looks like we're targeting and like bashing people who are in MLMs. That's not the case. Like, we're trying to bring the awareness of what it actually is behind the scenes, because when people are advertising this stuff to you, it's not like, okay, you're gonna have to recruit and build your team to see the income that we're telling you about, or to go on these trips that aren't free, you know, or get the free car that you have to pay for if your rank goes down. It's not the full view when you're getting into it, and I think that's why it's so scummy and so wrong, because yeah, you go into it because you do want to help. You go into it for the excitement of everything, but then once you're in it, it's like, this is nothing what I thought it was, and then you're losing money, and then you didn't realize you're gonna have to stay active and pay $16 for an account to get a discount, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's just wrong. And I know it seems sometimes like the community can feel like it's targeting, but for me, when I was in it, I was watching do you remember that? When I was watching Kiki, and I always say this, I got so mad, like I was so defensive on. You
hated her, and I was watching the videos like, good point, good point. You agree with her? No.
Well, it's just, I needed to see it, but then I kept watching it because I knew deep down that's what was happening. Like, we know this, and I think our gut knows, but we want to have the benefit of the doubt. We want to give it a fair shot, and, you know, we see our uplines and they're doing the things, you know, we don't know the true story, you know, it's all, we don't see it. I was telling coaches my downline, you can stay home and live this dream, when I wasn't even doing that yet.
Yeah, we were not. When you're told to advertise it as that, and you aren't even realizing that reality, that's really sleazy. I mean, I have a job that I'm hired by a company, and I work for them, and I get a regular paycheck. I look at it to where, okay, if you are actually gonna run a business, run your own business, we have to be smart about the finances, the economics, you know, are you making money? How much are you putting in? What's coming out? For the longest time, you were writing off all of your expenses. There was a lot. There's still a credit card with a lot of money that we still owe on, and that sucks. And I was very, very cautious about it at the beginning. You got mad at me, really mad at me, for even bringing up the fact that we're spending too much on your business, as I have to invest in my business to build it and to grow it so I can get better, because you have to invest, which, yeah, you do. To start a business, you have to, you know, people take out a business loan to rent a building, to buy inventory, and then all the costs of startup, and yes, that's true.
Your control.
But that's your own business. You're paying the taxes, you're paying employees, you are in charge of what happens each and every day.
The branding, the prices, everything.
Your products that you carry. Your Beachbody coaching business is not a business. It's you being just
a minion, basically, for your upline.
You're just a puppet for Beachbody. They're just making you dance. You're drinking the Kool-Aid of them saying, oh, it's your own business, you're such an entrepreneur. And well, you and your situation and your, you know, kind of mental state, you were just sort of beat up and down, and you were drinking that Kool-Aid by the gallon.
Yeah, I was sold a dream.
And
definitely.
that is just, I think, is really dirty. I'm not saying people in MLMs are terrible people, but I just hope that people wake up sooner than, you know, we did. I'm glad you were happy and that maybe sparked you, like you said, to get ambition to do something on your own. I'm glad that happened.
To get the camera confidence. Like,
I'm
there's a lot of growth too. But...
yeah, I'm not happy about the way that it was done.
Right.
The company that you joined. And I just hope that maybe other people can see this and sort of take a step back and look in from the outside and then kind of realize, oh, you know, this really isn't something that I want to stand behind or have my name on, because you push a lot of friends away too by, oh, you should join my team, and then they're like, nah man, that's not for me, I'm not, and then you would get mad, and then
there's tension, and then, you know, there's relationships that's being broken, marriages have been broken up because of this thing, because of the financial aspect. There's just so much crap that goes on that's not told by the uplines who are trying to advertise you, or to join, basically. And
advertise this perfect, beautiful, wonderful life, and
there's no financial aspect, like no financial help, mentorship. It's how you can recruit. It's not ever about the products. You don't have team calls about the products. It was like, how can you improve on inviting? How are hours to invite? There's all these different things, why you should be a Success Club, why you need to be a diamond push groups. It's never about, okay, products 101, you know? It was never like that, and that's what holds these companies to be legal right now, is the products. Otherwise, it'd be illegal.
Nice. Yeah, like I spend hours and hours and days just like learning and studying what, you know, the products that we have for agriculture. And
he's an agronomist.
So I have to know everything in every jug and know what it's gonna do and what situations to use it. And I spend hours of that doing that, so I can know what I'm doing out in the field and what I suggest to farmers to use. And yeah, you have no idea what is in that bag of Shakeology.
No.
Not a clue. Not a clue. Ah, it's superfood. Oh, so it's sugar in a bag, or I don't know.
Right.
But
that's a whole nother topic right there. But yeah, we're gonna continue. But that's a lot of good points right there.
That's how you used to be. But yeah, I don't know. You've been really ambitious with everything. You've been happy. You've been excited about what you're doing. And
have I been taking naps?
I don't think you do. You never go to bed.
Yeah, I don't really go to bed. Yeah. That's a really good point. Am I taking a nap? First of all, there's nothing wrong with taking a nap. Second of all, huh?
I love naps.
Yeah. Second of all, they will advertise, oh, you only need pockets of time, 30 minutes to an hour a day to run your business if you want it like part-time. I was constantly doing this. I would stay up, when he was sleeping, I would sit in bed and work on things, and, you know, inviting already took an hour alone, you know, like all of this stuff takes so much more time, because if they're gonna give you this guilt trip, if you want it to be a real business, and if you want to make it this far, you need to put time in it, you need to sacrifice things, you can't go out on the weekends, you know, don't go to your Halloween party, like.
Which you do for an actual business. You gotta grind, you gotta work hard for yourself.
For yourself,
when you're working for this, who are you actually working for?
I can tell you, when I went diamond, there was no significant pay raise, nothing like that. I paid for the accounts of several people, and it was for my upline so she could have her elite status. And that's what's so irritating. All the time and the effort and everything that I put in was not for me. And I've said this in so many videos. When you join, you're not working for yourself at all.
Yeah, who are you working for? When you build your own business, you know it's you writing the checks and cashing the checks. But when you're working for something like this, who are you really working for? Yeah.
You come home, you go to work, you come home, you work out, and then you're doing coaching stuff all night. I know, so I'll make my own supper and go to bed, and hey Meg, nice to see ya.
You know, I feel bad about that, but it's also like.
Yeah, so you worked hard. You weren't slacking. You weren't like slacking, so there's.
Right, and that's another thing. They'll make you feel like, well, you just aren't successful because you didn't work hard enough. Bullshit.
She's all the time pushing and trying to make it happen.
It's so, anyone can do this, but then you have to put money into it, time, you're not working hard enough, you know,
And it's all for a false dream.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. No, it's been a really, really good change, and he can tell it's been made me happy, and I think he's liking it too. You know, like we don't get to hang out as often anymore, but we do. We do get to spend time together and make videos. You know, it's fun. We get to make videos together.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it.
It's fine.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. But no, it's been really, really fun, and I don't really ever watch TV anymore. Like last weekend, I never turned the TV on until he got home and he watches. Do I hear myself talking? I have no life. I'm literally, I'm so proud that I have no life. Because we were looked down upon if we took any time off to watch Netflix or Bachelor or anything, because I was brought up in a team call. You know, you could be inviting in that time. These points aren't even like appealing, but I thought they were at the time. I was so blinded. There's some dumb show that is violent or something, and then I don't like it.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's been really good about kind of, the apartment is a mess. That's one thing that's kind of been lacking. So like that side of it's not very good, but it's just because we've been so busy. He's been hunting, and then I've been, all I want to do is this coaching stuff because it just makes me so happy, and he makes me happy, and maybe, but it's also
the dog.
So yeah, it's been really, really good. Anything else, Dee? Have you noticed? Okay, so also because you get meal allowance each month. Allowance.
It's not an allowance.
It's an allowance. You gave me $100.
It's spending money.
It's an allowance. He allows me to spend $100 a month.
Which you blew through in the first.
But because of coaching, I am able to have a little bit more come in, so I don't feel as bad if I go over the $100. So it's been. I know.
We're not planned financial plan to buy a house.
No, but it's been really, really good though, because it's helped us so we can kind of a little bit more leeway each month with
spent how much?
things. So maybe we can go on a date. Like last night we went on a date, and that wasn't like we didn't. Well, he got a little mad about it because he's so.
Yeah. That's how you become successful.
Obviously, my editing was up to par at this time. I know it seemed like I was getting money brought in, but if you guys haven't watched my Emerald, how it's expensive, that video, and I'll have it in the description down below if you haven't yet, I just go through how much we actually spend to become Emerald. And it was the minimum of how much I spent that month or whatever, those 2 months or whatever. And it's definitely eye-opening, so I don't think it really helped us all that much financially, like I talked about right there.
You maybe saw a couple $100 come in a week or a month or something.
Yeah.
And so your side was, hey, I made a couple $100, but then my side, I was like watching all the money go out and then hardly any come in.
Yeah.
And it's like, we didn't make anything, Megan. I'm building my business. You're sucking us dry.
Yeah.
Good
times. Has me being a coach affected you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
You worn me out a few times with your workouts. I don't know how you go back for a burnout. It kills me. I'm not a cardio type of person.
I'm not either. But it's a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Alright, so unless you don't have anything else, I think that's it. It's basically made me super happy, and I'm confident, and I'm happy where it's going, and I'm super excited to see how far it takes both of us and our family, so.
Yeah, I'm happy you're happy. Happy wife, happy life.
Alright, any questions, let us know. Bye! Final thoughts. That was a nice tour.
I'm glad we've grown and are able to kind of turn the tables and look at it from a different side and then kind of understand. Because for someone watching that back in 2018, they would have thought, wow, Megan and Adam have it made. She's like killing it coaching and she's making all this money. But now us turning around and looking back, it's like, we really weren't. I'm kicking myself. I was just so blinded and I wasn't living it yet, so I don't know why I was talking like I was. Yeah, you were pushed to sell the dream, and that's kind of what you did. You were happy, yes, you were excited, you were ambitious, trying to get after things, which is awesome. But I feel bad, and you feel bad, I think, for kind of the relationships that you've maybe hurt, and in you trying to build that for this crummy and business structure. I'm glad we're now here debunking what we said then, and we're sorry that I'm sorry if I, portrayed it like we were living the dream to anyone, and then made them, which is what made them join it too, and then they went through something similar to what we did. So I feel bad if we caused something like that to someone.
Right, and I hope
hopefully we're now helping someone
yeah.
pull out sooner than they would have, or helping someone avoid joining from the get-go.
Well, I have a couple thoughts in my head right now. So exactly. So I don't know if either you're in an MLM, you're just got out, you've been out, or you just know people who are in it and you're just trying to get yourself educated to how to approach this person because you know what it is, or you know you have kind of some knowledge on it. I like, especially like I'm thinking of people like my friends and everything. I hope you can look at that person and see kind of where they are coming from too when they were in an MLM, or they are in it right now. Like they joined it because they're looking for something and they were in a low spot more than likely, and they just needed that love, they needed that way out and escape, and so they joined it with a huge heart to help or do whatever it is, but they just didn't realize what this was yet. And so they're just being told by their upline what to do, and they just don't understand what, maybe, because you kind of get blinded in that, because they make it sound so good. It's just like dropping like an invite. That's what they'll say. An invite's just like sending them an invite on Facebook. You know how you can like have an event and just send them an invite, or you go by and drop it in their mailbox kind of a thing. Like an invite just to join. They don't have to say yes or anything, but it's like, okay, but we don't just send one invite. It's an invite, it's a follow-up, it's another follow-up, it's another follow-up, and we're constantly pushing that. And
it's not an invite.
Yeah.
Not an invite, it's a join. Trying to come into it.
And even in one of my last videos is the handbook one, they said every no is a not right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's what they try to get us to believe, is just because they say no right now doesn't mean it'll flip around later, basically, and that's not the case at all. But anyways, my thoughts. Okay, so yeah, I hope you can kind of see it from their side, and then also we can help them to see kind of, validate their feelings, because I always knew deep down, but I just needed like my feelings to be validated. I was sold one dream, but then, everyone has their opinion, so it's like, well, how do I believe this? But then I was actually living it, so now I can tell it to you guys too. And then one thing for you, I'm just so, you dealt with a lot of me. Like the financial things, like you really just allowed me to put myself out there, and I'm just so thankful for that. And like even right now, even though I'm out of it, I'm doing this YouTube thing and I'm really trying to do something for myself. And so to have him be so like forgiving, and he always believes in me, and he's not judging, he doesn't judge me all the time. Like he'll tell me if something is up, but he's allowing me to live my dream, and I'm just so unbelievably thankful for that, and for obviously you. So I'm so grateful I'm thankful that I was able to have him by my side in all of this, because I know sometimes everyone has their opinions and sometimes they handle it differently, and so I just want to say thank you. Okay, so editing Megan here. So I felt the need to come back on here, and it's very hard for me. I'm just like a person where either I don't like to get emotional in front of either Adam or the camera, and so I feel like my tribute to him, my thank you to him wasn't enough, and I just always feel like that. I feel like he's such a great person and a great guy, and I don't deserve the way he treats me all the time. Like he just is very caring, and he's so sweet, and he really just allows me to try and discover where I need to go and who I am, and continue to figure that out. And I just am so grateful for everything he's literally allowed me to do, and the patience he has. And it's really hard actually, because like it's something where I've always struggled, because like the guilt, it's like I know I could do better for him, and I'm really trying to be that person and really try and help do more for the family. And we have big goals for our family, and so like it's tough to kind of be selfish in a way like this and try and figure out who and what I am and what I can be. And so like it's a lot of pressure and a lot of guilt sometimes, and I just am forever grateful for his selflessness and for how caring he is, and how he just allows me to be me, and he knows I'm doing this for us, and I want to figure this out for us, and I just can't thank him enough. I just thought I had to come back on here and explain that, because it wasn't enough. He just needs to know how special he is and how much he means to me, and I am just so grateful that this experience taught us both a lot of things, but he was still patient enough to allow me to figure it out for myself, rather than him getting mad at me and shutting me down and everything for trying to do this, when it could have been a lot worse. And he allowed me to figure it out for myself rather than the opposite. So I'm just really thankful for him, and I just can't thank him enough. So thank you, Adam. I love you a lot. Back to it.
You're welcome.
But do you have any final thoughts?
No, I think we pretty good.
I just hope this kind of helped you understand the side of when you first join and how it's like a honeymoon phase, and then once you kind of aren't pulling the weight for your upline anymore, you kind of just become another number in their downline. And so it kind of is like, if you do something great, we'll run with you, but if you don't, I don't care about you either. So it definitely dims down a little bit after the first couple months. So I just want you guys to, if you guys are watching this and you're in it and you feel the same way, your feelings are validated, you're not working hard enough, it's a failed system. It's a very flawed system where a lot of people, 99% of people, will break even or lose money.
Yeah, that's in their disclaimer, isn't it? When you sign up, the thing that you just
they make it very hard. No,
check the box.
They don't even show that. I didn't even know what it was until I watched anti-MLM stuff.
Well, because it's a disclaimer that's probably like 150 pages long, so you just click yes, I agree, and then sign it.
Right, but there's an income disclaimer that comes out yearly, and it shows you the percentages of each rank, what they basically kind of make, and 99% of people make nothing or
virtually nothing close to a living wage whatsoever.
Right.
It's
so
not even a hobby.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by, guys, to my channel.
Make sure you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. They both help, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.